Hey Matrix, what is APS? Welcome to my YouTube channel at Matric Vids. My name is Sharon and we are going to be discussing on this channel all things metric related. So APS means admission point score, and it is used to determine whether a student can gain entrance into a university or college. It is calculated using your metric marks. Your points are added together to form a total score called APS. Then the question is, how is APS calculated? To get your total APS, you add the points of your 6 metric subjects. This excludes life orientation. So for you to pass with a bachelor, the question is, how much do you need? So for a bachelor pass, you need a minimum APS of 23. A diploma pass, you need minimum APS of 19. Higher certificate pass, minimum APS of 15. And NSC pass, minimum APS of 14. So APS will depend on what you want to study and where you want to study. Then we'll discuss that in a bit. So now the question is, what is the maximum APS one can achieve? So the highest APS you can get is 42. Like I just said, it excludes life orientation. It's not included when they calculate APS. So in the highest points you can get per one subject is 7. So for you to be able to get a bachelor's degree pass, you need to get the below percentages. So 40% for your home language, 50% for other higher subjects, 30% for one other subject for national certificate, or 30% for 2 other subjects for national senior certificate. For a diploma pass, you'll need a minimum requirements as follows: 40% for your home language, 40% for 4 other high credit subjects, 30% for 2 other subjects for the national senior certificate. Then you will have a higher certificate pass, where you will need the following requirements. And then also note that on a higher certificate pass, it allows you to enroll at colleges or distant learning institutions. We're going to do a video in terms of, where can you get admitted to with your results. We'll discuss that later. So the minimum requirements to get the certificate are as follows: is 40% in your home language, 40% in 2 other subjects, 30% for 3 other subjects for the national senior certificate. One of your home languages must be English or Afrikaans to qualify for the certificate. National Senior Certificate Pass. The minimum requirements to get the certificates are as follows: pass at least 3 subjects with 40%. One of these subjects should be an official home language. Pass at least 2 subjects with 30%. One of these subjects should be a first additional language or home language. You are allowed to fail 1 subject. The minimum percentage you can get for this subject is 20%. So let's calculate APS using my metric results. So these were my metric results that I'm opening right now on the screen there. So you'll see there I have my subjects, then I have my percentage, then I have my achievement level. So we're going to calculate using the achievement level. So if you can see there, on my home language I had a 7, on English I had a 6, on mathematics I had 5. I'm gonna leave life orientation. Then on accounting I had 6, business studies I had 7, and economics I had 6. So when I add all of the 6 plus 5 plus 7 plus 6 plus 7 plus 6, then we get a total of 37 points out of 42. So this actually qualifies me to get a bachelor degree. That's why you see at the bottom they did state that the candidate is awarded a national senior certificate and he has met the requirements for admission to a bachelor's degree. So diploma or higher certificate, so they just stated, but it's an admission to a bachelor's degree. How do we know that? It's because we have already calculated the minimum requirements for a bachelor's degree, which is minimum APS of 23. So mine is above 23 because we have 37 there. So we have a bachelor's degree. So now let's go discuss the most important thing. As a matriculant, while you're doing your grade 12, the most important thing that you need to do is to know where you want to study and the universities that you're interested in. You need to go and download their brochures. So I'm just going to project just a few so that you can see what I'm talking about. Go and download universities brochures so that you can see or prospectus, brochures or prospectus, so that you can see what are their requirements, how much APS do they need, because it's not only APS that matter, they also have other further requirements. So if you look at this one, this is a University of Pretoria brochure. Just gonna go and make an example. As I'm gonna be teaching accounting, so I'm gonna focus on accounting careers. So we're gonna look into Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Sciences. So they do explain to you to say the first step towards qualifying as a chartered accountant. So if you do this qualification, it's your first step towards qualifying as a chartered accountant, external auditors, government auditors, taxation professionals, and advisors, and financial directors or managers. So this is just a summary. It's not all that you can achieve, but it's a summary just to give you an idea of, if you want to study this qualification, the careers that you need to look into, or the career that you can achieve with these qualifications are below. So if you look at the APS, they said the total APS for a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Sciences is 34. So we just calculated my APS there, and we did a total of 37, meaning when it comes to APS, I do qualify, but that is not the only thing they look at. They also look at your other subject. So for example, here they are looking at two subjects. Here we have English, which is a first additional language, and then we also have mathematics over there. So for English, they want a level 5. So okay, let's just go and check on my results. Do I meet that? Then if you can look there, for English, I had a level 6, meaning that I meet the requirement. Then we go look at another one for mathematics. They are looking for a 6. So let's go look at my mathematics. If you look at my mathematics, I had a level 5, meaning that I don't meet the requirement. So even though my APS is high, but my mathematics will kick me out. So let's also look into another university. I'm just going to project University of Johannesburg. So if you look at University of Johannesburg, they said their minimum APS is 33 for the same qualification. If you look at it, is still the same. It's a Bachelor of Accounting Sciences, which is a chartered accountant stream. So they say they need a minimum APS of 33. When you compare with my 37, it's I qualify. And then for English, they want a level 4. And for me, for English there, I had a level 5, meaning that I qualify. And then for mathematics, they need a level 5. So let's go check my mathematics. My mathematics, therefore, we have a level 5. So I would qualify to go study at University of Johannesburg to study as a chartered accountant, and then, but I will not qualify with the same results to go study at University of Pretoria to do the same qualification. So it is important for you to go and look into the requirements of all the universities that you want to apply to, get to know how much APS they're looking for, and the subjects that most of the time will be 2 or 3. Sometimes it will be English, mathematics, and accounting, or maths and science and accounting, or depending on the career that you want to do. So that is so important, so that you can prepare yourself while you are starting the year, and may ensure that you balance all your results. You make sure that you have a high APS, but at the same time focus specifically to the key subjects that they are looking for, because if you can have a higher APS but still have below on mathematics and accounting or science or English, the chances are you will not get accepted. So, and then another thing that I also wanted to share with you is the issue that when you pass well on your matric results, the other thing that you need to also be aware, we're going to do a video specifically for bursaries. We'll do that in terms of where can you get to apply for bursaries. But I just wanted to mention that you can also get awards. Universities do give awards. I was one who also got an award for like 10,000. For my matric results only, and I did not have to apply or anything. They just look at your results and then they give you something. So here, UP does that, and other universities as well. So you'll also look into, if you pass very well, you might get awards. Like this one says average percentage for the 6 subjects taken excluding life orientation. So if your percentage is 90 to 100, you get 45,000. If your percentage is 80 to 99 to 89.99%, you get 18,000. So also they also a further award if you get maybe 80 to 100, and for mathematics they give you an additional 2,000. So just go and look into all the brochures or prospectus of the universities, different universities, so to get to know what can you achieve, what can you get if you achieve a certain percentage. Then that will also help as well. So when we prepare this year, let us kickstart with focusing on ensuring that we balance. The most important thing is balance, not to focus on subjects that are not going to help, but focus on all of them, but specifically focus on the subject that will open those doors that we want to open. Do your research in what you want to do and what you want to be. So, and the last thing, we're going to be having classes for accounting, economics, and business studies. So if you want to join our physical classes also, we're going to be doing online as well. Our location is in Tembisa. So if you're in Tembisa, there's my number right there. You can screenshot it and then you can just give me a call, and then you'll be part of the team. On Saturdays, we're going to do 9 until 2 o'clock. The venue will be discussed there. So where we will be teaching accounting, economics, and business studies, the whole syllabus, as to prepare you how to study, what to look for, so that you can be able to get the best results. And we'll also add other tutors as well that will teach subjects like maths and science. So please be part of this. Metric Vids on YouTube is Metric Vids. So just look at it. You will be uploading all the materials there, all the online materials on Metric Vids on YouTube. Thank you and enjoy.